tortured and tormented a weaker kid. They didn't like him, so they killed him. And why? Because he couldn't run very fast.
All right. Everybody take the night off.
I'm sorry.
No, I know. Look, we were working 20 hours a day for 3.5 weeks straight. Just take the night off. Go see your wife, see your daughter Jill. Go do whatever it is you do when you're not here. What day is tomorrow? Saturday. Start at 10.
I don't see what they're doing.
Why do you like them so much?
Because they stand on a wall, and they say nothing's gonna hurt you tonight. Not on my watch.
Don't worry about the doctor. His trial starts Monday. One and two with 2 out. And a line drive to left center. Kirby racing. He won't get there. And rounding third is Cal Ripken. And the Twins streak is over. One strike away. Randy Milligan, the old
All right, so here we go. This is going to be for the Pinion.
I'm sorry to bother you. I should have called first.
No, I was just watching along. Come on.
So I sanded it down first, cleaned it, scorched it really with sanding. I'm going to sand it with rough sandpaper.
I was wondering how you feel about my taking you to dinner tonight.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No,
And then be careful
Sounds like
to
you were asking out on a date.
I wasn't.
not put too much, because when you insert the Pinion, it's going to be down in here and you don't want to have to clean that. So
Okay.
get it into position on your Pinion pulley.
9 weeks. I rounded up 31 people from the bar that night.
9 weeks on a D&D? Well, what was the prosecutor offering?
15 days.
This has also been sanded on the inside here.
You sure hustled the heck out of him.
Yeah, well, that's what would be to internal affairs.
Not to blame him.
Where I have earned 2 meritorious service medals and 2 letters of commendation.
Why are you always giving me your resume?
And then just go ahead and install this.
Because I
I'm
want you to
looking for
be
here.
aware.
Like this. I also need the pin. Where's the pin? Here it is. Put the pin
I
in
think you're
there.
an exceptional lawyer. I watch the court members. They respond to you. They like you. I see you convincing them, and I think Dawson and Downey are going to end up owing their lives to you.
Joe, I think
Slowly go forward here.
I think you should prepare yourself for the fact that we're going to lose. Ross's opening statement, it was all true. I mean, let's pretend for a minute that it would actually matter to this court that the guys are giving an order. I can't prove it ever happened. We'll keep doing what we're doing, and we'll put on a show, but at the end of the day, all we have is a testimony of 2 people accused of murder.
We'll find Marcus.
So we're going to lose. And we're going to lose huge.
So you were here when Irene called?
Yep.
Tell us why you use my Express deals to book this fabulous hotel.
Well, you can see if a hotel is pet friendly before you book it, and I got a great deal without bidding.
And where's your furry friend?
Well, how you know she
I
called?
don't have a cat.
Alright, you're going to want to clean some of that. So
Priceline savings without the bidding.
It's simple physics. A body at rest tends to stay at
Or
rest,
need you,
while a body in
or
motion
did you review
tends to
that?
stay in
That's
motion.
why I don't
Staying active can actually ease arthritis symptoms, but if you have
Mom, she didn't
arthritis,
call today.
staying
Stop
active
asking.
can be difficult. Prescription Celebrex can help relieve arthritis pain so your body can stay in motion. Because just one 200 milligram Celebrex a day can provide 24-hour relief for many with arthritis pain and inflammation. Plus, in clinical studies,
Okay, so I've got a lot more to go, but
physical functions
I don't want all that
is
JBweld
disease.
getting stuck in
Celebrex can be
between there,
taken
so I
with
gotta
or without food,
clean out the
and
excess
it's not a narcotic. You and your
very
doctor should
carefully.
balance the benefits with the risks. All prescription NSAIDs like Celebrex, ibuprofen, naproxen, and meloxicam have the same cardiovascular warning. They all may increase the chance of heart attack or stroke, which could lead to death. This chance increases if you have heart disease or risk factors such as high blood pressure or when NSAIDs are taken for long periods. NSAIDs like Celebrex increase the chance of serious skin or allergic reactions or stomach and intestine problems such as bleeding and ulcers, which can occur without warning and may cause death. Patients also taking aspirin and the elderly are at increased risk for stomach bleeding and ulcers. Don't take Celebrex if you have bleeding in the stomach or intestine or had an asthma attack, hives, other allergies to aspirin, NSAIDs, or sulfonamides. Get help right away if you have swelling of the face or throat or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor your medical history and find an arthritis treatment.
Okay,
for
so
you.
now I'm going to tighten it.
Celebrex.com and ask your doctor about Celebrex for a body in motion.
The all-new Honda Accord versus its 4 top competitors and 1,200 car driver liters.
It has everything. It has technology that you need. There's a tremendous amount of room inside.
The Accord had a good center stack and
Just go ahead and tighten it.
I won this car now. Their conclusion? The Accord is a winner.
And then check your work.
See for yourself at carandriver.com/test drive.
It's a little tighter, I think. Alright, check your work. Alright, so it's in position now. Just to zoom up so you can see. So, giving some room there, and then we're going to see if it stays like that.
How do you know it's a
So it'll stay like that right now, but
A lobster and seaweed salad sub is back.
and that's where I want it to be, is right there, don't move.
Only at Quiznos.
So we're going to check that in a little bit. Let it set for about 24 hours. You can actually, what I'm going to do, just for the heck of it, is apply some to the top so that it's really stuck on there. And wipe it out. Yeah, if you're doing this, you're making it more permanent.
And it gives you the tools to create custom emails that drive business.
I'm just putting it in between the
It's just one
ridges.
way Constant Contact can help you grow your small business. Sign up for your free trial today at constantcontact.com/try. Everyone wants to be the Cadbury Bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying. No bunny knows Easter better
Okay, then I'm just going to wipe off the excess.
This year, eating fresh is fast. Introducing Fresh Forward from Ziploc and me, Rachel Ray. We've got weekly tips and recipes to keep you eating fresh. In stores now and on Facebook, SC Johnson.
Some lucky dogs have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves. Now it's easy to be one of them with Touch of Gray. The formula takes away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Now's the perfect time.
Now I'm just going between each tooth.
Living color. Now relive AMC's The Walking Dead in black and white every Thursday right from the beginning. This week, Andrea says goodbye to Amy.
I'm sorry.
And the group heads to Atlanta and the CDC. See the black and white world premiere of this episode Thursday night at 8, only on AMC.
And then just check it by hand. Alright. Throw that away. Make sure I've got any really on my hands. I'm going to have to wash my hands. But that's supposed to work. Supposedly. I've never tested this. JBweld doesn't work in every single case.
We were doing 7-man assault drills and my weapon slipped.
But we'll see if this
It
works,
was
right?
just because it was over 100 degrees and my palms were sweaty. And I forgot to use the resin that we were taught.
It should, however, stay in
That
place.
night, the guys in my squad threw
And here's a up-close zoom on it.
punching in the arm for 5 minutes. Really important.
Alright, so here's an up-close zoom on it.
Does Barracks ever get sore?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever fall back on a run?
All the time, sir.
Did he ever, prior to the night of September 6th, receive a code red?
No, sir.
Never?
No, sir.
And it's on the inside and it's cleaned out.
You got a code red because your palms were sweaty. Why didn't Santiago, this burden to his unit, ever get one?
Dawson wouldn't allow it, sir.
Dawson wouldn't...
Alright, now if you have to take this off, you can just cut down and re-add JBweld later for a new pinion.
I'll rephrase. Jeffrey, did you ever want to give Santiago...
So we'll check out what happens.
Yes, sir.
Alright, now we're going to test with a bunch of dry firing. Sounds like to me it's moving. Nothing is hot right now, not even warm. Okay, still nothing is warm yet. MOSFET can't feel anything. The wires, you barely feel anything. So, sounds like it got a lot more shriekier. So the motor has definitely moved. Now this isn't going to be the best sounding gun, basically because the one of the bushings and the gear that's in there is not completely centered. So as it rotates, it makes this noise, which if you've seen one of my other videos where the gearbox noise is revealed, that's where part of this came together. But it has become more pronounced in the motor height. We can see the semi to full auto is working perfectly, which was fixed in the previous video of this. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. I still don't feel any, not even any warmth in the pistol grip here. So what that means is this thing is running very efficient. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised you could shoot the hell out of this thing. It just doesn't have enough amperage. The motor height is too low. So there's really no extra grinding. There's nothing that is making the amperage shoot up, so it's very efficient. However, it doesn't sound one of the best at all. I'd have to change out the bearing in that gear to go more for a quite better sound. So we'll go ahead and take out the motor, and then we're going to see how that came together in this. And you can see I really do stress test my guns to make sure that I have a reliable gun. As much as possible, I try to do the best I can, and that requires doing a lot of testing. So let's go check out the motor. Alright, so here's the motor. It's a little warm. Showing the pinion. It's in great condition. Looks new. From what I can say, the actual JBweld did hold. So sometimes that noise, which may seem different to me, is the way you're holding your gun. You may be focusing on the hearing from here when you're holding it like this and I'm shooting like that. So to me the noise sounded like it was different, but it probably really wasn't different. So looking at this, everything here plus the motor height here couldn't have changed. It's Teflon tape, it's really hard to turn. Just to show you, it didn't change. So, did this work? Yes, it did. You can see that there's still the same space between the pinion and the shaft piece right here. I forget what these are called, but you can see the JBweld I added at the top. I'm going to show that on video. So as you can see, the JBweld held in place and is working fine. So this is working fine. You can see everything is fine. So I was a little skeptical because sometimes JBweld works and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what you attach it to and the type that it's going to be used for. In this case, it seems to be working fine. This is an M130 spring on an 18:1 ratio, so, and that doesn't look like it's going to come off. So the only other way to take this off is to Dremel it down, and what I would recommend is cutting between here and here. Now it might be difficult to get down in this area, so you're going to want to cut the long way this way first and then cut down this way, and that will allow you to take this off. Your pull right here, the shaft piece, will have a little bit of a marking from the cut, but you can just JBweld it again and should be permanent for that use, for using that again. So I'm going to confirm that it is working when I was skeptical that it was going to work. Like I said, I've tried JBweld on a lot of things and sometimes it just doesn't work. Depends on the application, depends what you connect it to. But this is working good for me, so great, right?